when I was racing horses. Now, I was a practicing alcoholic during those days, which meant that I was always aware of my money situation. Always the number one priority in my mind. Now, we raced nights. Started at 7 p.m. and the last race went off at 11:49. I came to one morning at about 9:30 a.m. And as I was going through the stable area, I went past the racing secretary's trailer. And he lifted up the window and he hollered at me. He says, "Duff, as long as you're over this way, come on in and pick up your check for last night." Last night? And I stopped to think about the previous night's races. I had been in both parts of the daily double and finished way out of the money. Had come about 7th in the 4th race. And as far as I knew, I was 6th in the 7th race. And I said, "Charlie, I don't have nothing coming from last night." And he says, "I've got no time to fool around with you. Come on in." He said, "You came 3rd in the 9th race last night." 9th race? I was in the 9th race? And I began to think, what am I doing here in the stable area? 9:45? Did I work out my horses this morning? When did I come back from the track last? Who cooled the horses off last night? Who fed them this morning at 5 a.m.? Where the hell have I been? And in the racing secretary office, if any of you are familiar with horse racing, you know that they have an 8x10 picture. It's taken of every horse that's in every race. There was a picture of me sitting in a sulky behind a horse by the name of Axial Flow, getting ready to cross the finish line in the 3rd position. Actual proof that I had been in that race. 32 minutes that you can't recall or account for, but yet you were normal enough to take a 1,000-pound horse, control the horse, out onto a track with 9 other horses, 9 other drivers, with at least 20,000 people screaming at the top of their lungs. Good enough to finish 3rd. That meant that there were at least 7 who didn't function as good as you. And yet you don't even know you did it. Now you might say, well, hell, what the hell can you do in 32 minutes? What can you do in 32 minutes? What can't you do in 32 minutes? How long does it take to rape? How long does it take to molest a child? How long does it take to murder? How long does it take to do anything?